from the Quran, I can't prove.
Say it louder. Wait. Say it slowly and loud.
I can't prove so many things from the Quran.
You can't.
For example, if you ask me, what is how many percentage of zakat from the Quran, prove to me. I can prove it.
You can't, right?
If you ask me what is jizya from the Quran, prove it. I can. Quran is not. Quran has not explained everything.
I want everyone to hear. You're going too fast now. You cannot prove from Quran Jibreel is an angel, and there's a lot of things you cannot prove from the Quran, like zakat. Okay, can you do me a favor? Go to Surah Al-Yusuf, chapter 12, ayah 111.
That there was certainly in their stories a lesson for those of understanding. Never was the Quran a narration invented, but a confirmation of what was before it, and a detailed explanation of all things.
Good.
And guidance and mercy for a people who believe.
Okay. Now, your translation just said the Quran is a detailed explanation of all things. It explains everything in detail, right?
Let me explain this.
Please don't explain. Can you first tell me before you explain?
Let me tell you because let me tell you. Chapter. Okay. One second.
Yeah. 1 second. We'll give you 2 seconds.
Okay, so the Quran says that it has explained all things. What is meant by all things? All things doesn't mean that it has explained mathematics, physics, chemistry,
show me where it says that.
Biology, astronomy.
Show me where it says that. Okay, one more time.
Let me tell you.
No, hold on, wait. Show me where the Quran says all things doesn't mean mathematics and science, geography, and history. Show me where the Quran says that doesn't mean that. Don't tell me your explanation. I don't care for your tafsir. Show me in the Quran where it says all things doesn't include math, science, history, and my birth certificate. Show that to me.
Yeah. Quran's, why Quran has been revealed? Quran has been revealed for guidance. So it has explained all things regarding to...
All things regarding what?
To guide.
You're breaking up. All things regarding what? So you're saying it explains all things concerning the guidance, right?
Yeah, all things concerning the guidance, because Quran is for guidance.
Okay.
So all things regarding to guidance.
Okay, and that's part of the guidance? Okay, let's go with that. We got it. Okay, isn't it part of the guidance for you to be rightly guided, to know about the angels? Isn't it part of the guidance to be rightly guided, to know about the exact amount of zakat? Isn't it part of the guidance to know the guidance? How many times to pray? So show me that in the Quran. Because you just said, listen, you just said to everyone, all things means it will explain all things about the guidance. But part of the guidance includes how to pray, when to pray, how much zakat to give, who are the angels. Show me that information from the Quran. Now show me from the Quran that Gabriel is an angel and how much zakat you pay and how many times you're supposed to pray and how. Because you just said all things means the guidance. Show that to me.
Okay, let me explain again. So if I want to go to Makkah, for example, I am from Bangladesh. So if I want to go to Makkah, and one of my friends, he said to me, if he says to me that you have to go in that way, okay? And if I go to Makkah in that way, so that means he has guided me how to go. Only he has told that way you can go. So I have to go with
the way you go to Jannah.
He did not say so, okay?
Okay, the way you go to Jannah, to guide you to Jannah, you have to do what Allah commands you. You want to go to Jannah, you have to pray. You don't go to Jannah if you don't pray. Okay, so let me finish the point. If prayer is part of the guidance to Jannah, then the Quran says it will explain all things in detail about prayer. Now show me where the Quran explains all things in detail about how to pray, because prayer is your way to Jannah. It's your guidance to Jannah. Show me in the Quran where it explains all things about zakat, because zakat is your guidance to Jannah. Show me where the Quran explains all things about Hajj, because going to Hajj is your guidance to Jannah. And then show me where the Quran explains all things about the angels, because part of your iman is to believe in the angels.
Quran has guided that I have to go to Makkah, go to Hajj if I have capacity. Quran has guided that I have to pray.
And does it tell you how?
Quran has guided. This is the guidance.
No, it says explain all things in detail. It says explain everything in detail, not general. You said it. You just told everyone all things in detail mean the guidance. Now when I say give me the details, it just says you need to do Hajj. So it's general. No, the ayah said It explains everything in detail. You said everything means the guidance, it's going to explain it in detail, but you failed to give me the details, so the Quran is wrong. Chapter 17, verse 1 is a contradiction if you heard me correctly. So let me repeat my point, Shuaib. Don't tap dance, because I'm not going to let you run. In 17, verse 1, it says, glorified be he who took a servant by night from the sacred mosque to the farthest mosque. In the Quran, it says, the Quran is a book that explains all things in detail. Chapter 6, verse 114, chapter 12, verse 111, even chapter 10, verse 37, I add more verses, chapter 16, verse 89, chapter 41, verse 3. If the Quran fails to provide details, that means the Quran is a lie, it is full of errors. You need to now destroy the Quran because it fails its own test. So I'm going to ask you again, provide the details from the Quran. What is the sacred mosque? What's the farthest mosque? And who is this servant? You have to show me from the Quran. And then explain to me in chapter Surah, verse 111, who is Abu Lahab? You have to show me from the Quran. If not, then your Quran is full of errors. It's full of holes. It's full of contradictions. Stop being a Muslim.
Now you're telling me, show me from the Quran where it is in detail. Show me from the Quran where it is in detail. Quran mentions in chapter 16, verse number 43. Fas'alu ahli dhikri in kuntum la ta'lamun. Fas'alu ahli dhikri in kuntum la ta'lamun. Ask the people who know if you don't know. Ask the people who know if you don't know. If you want to know anything, ask the expert. This is the guidance from the Quran. Fas'alu ahli dhikri in kuntum ta'lamun. So Quran is giving you guidance to know everything in detail.
Okay, first of all, thank you for again proving the Quran is full of contradictions. Guys, I want you to hear, he misquoted chapter 16, verse 43. But let's go with his interpretation. He said at 16:43, ask the people of knowledge if you don't know. But hold on, if that's correct, that the Quran is saying go ask other people besides the Quran, you just destroyed the Quran and you helped me prove the Quran is not from your God, because you just introduced another contradiction. Good job, Shuaib. Because now let me read to you chapter 12, verse 111. Indeed, in their stories, there's a lesson for men of understanding. The Quran is not a fourth statement, but a confirmation of Allah's existing books, and a detailed explanation of everything, and a guide and a mercy for the people who believe. A detailed explanation of everything, not some things, everything. And in case you still don't get it, chapter 41, verse 3, a book whereof the verses are explained in detail. But thank you for now introducing another contradiction, because one verse says, ask people who know, so you need more than the Quran. But these verses say, no, all you need is the Quran. Thank you for destroying the Quran. But I thought you were trying to prove that the Quran is the word of Allah, but you are helping me prove it is a false book. Thank you.